Shalom, everyone. This is Olivier Melnick with Shalom in Messiah Ministries. This is a brand new ministry that we launched this month, and it's very exciting. I'm going to be doing a lot more on advocacy on anti-Semitism and equipping Christians to understand anti-Semitism and relate to their Jewish friends and neighbors better, and give them great opportunities to share the Messiah in a better way. So go to shalominmessiah.com, sign up to receive our newsletter, our my daily devotionals, and all the other things you can sign up for. And remember, we ask that you would prayerfully consider supporting our ministry for such a time as this. We are a nonprofit, and we only exist and function because of people like you. So we're counting on you. This is a critical time that we live in. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for listening. And let's go into today's topic. Today's topic is very current. I want to talk about the possibility of a global Kristallnacht on the horizon. This is very, very disturbing, if you ask me. Now, historians agree that Kristallnacht, November 9th, 10th of 1938, was the onset of the Holocaust, shifting Nazi anti-Semitism from mere rhetoric to pure violence and murder, and setting in motion the death factories aimed at accomplishing the final solution to the Jewish question. By the way, may I invite you to also subscribe and give us thumbs up on this channel. It really helps us if you do that. We want to grow. We want to expose the truth to more people. So thank you for doing your part. Now, Kristallnacht, or the Night of Broken Glass, was a boycott and pogrom of Jewish synagogues, schools, businesses, and homes, resulting in the death of almost 100 Jewish people and the destruction of 7,500 properties in Berlin, Germany. It was pretty incredible, the amount of damage that took place in one night. It was extremely well planned and anything but a reaction to the death of a German official in France. Historically, Kristallnacht was one somber night that, along with other bloody murders of Jews, led my people to come up with a post-Holocaust motto of never again. Unfortunately, anti-Semitism did not cease to exist, but it slowly went from taboo to transformed to tolerated to trendy. That's where we are today. October 7, 2023 changed everything, not only for Israeli-Arab relations, but apparently for Jewish people around the globe. It has come to my attention that Jewish people are currently being identified across the world by different means. Why do we need to be identified? Let us not forget that identification was the first step that led to the Holocaust 80 years ago. Identification, the Nuremberg laws, was followed by separation, the ghettos, which was followed by mass transit, the cattle cars to the camps, eventually leading to the annihilation, the destruction in the gas chambers. So when today we hear about Jewish people being identified or singled out, we should pay attention. We should be concerned. Following are some of the recent events that should really raise a red flag. Hackers stole Jewish names from the 23andMe website. The popular website that determines ancestry based on the DNA sample was hacked in late 2023. Almost 7 million names were exposed. The company claimed that this was due to poor password management from users. It doesn't really matter what the cause was, but what was concerning to me was the fact that the hackers offered to sell the names of people with Jewish ancestry for anywhere from $1 to $10 per name. And the price, again, is not really the issue. The issue is that people would think of, hey, I'm going to sell you names of Jewish people so you know where they are. What about this? Blue stars of David were painted on the front of buildings where Jewish people live in Paris, France. Not too long after the start of the Gaza war in October 2023, Paris saw several of its buildings identified with blue stencil stars of David, which is a clear Jewish symbol. The buildings turned out to be the residences of Jewish people. This was eerily reminiscent of the painting of the word Jew or Yud and the large white stars of David painted on Jewish storefronts in Berlin in November of 1938 during Kristallnacht. The purpose in 1938 was solely to identify Jewish businesses and destroy them through pogroms or organized riots and boycotts. Should we dare draw a parallel between 1938 and 2024? I think so. What about the doxing of Jewish identities in Australia? After some pro-Palestinian individuals maliciously release personal or identifying information about Jewish people without the subject's permission, which is known as doxing, Australia decided to ban the illegal practice. Now, doxing is not only used to identify Jewish people, of course not, but we can see how it could lead to harm committed against that very community, already targeted by so many other people, so many ways. How about this one? Forbidding Jewish people to rent equipment in Switzerland. This happened in February 2024. The town of Davos, which might be better known for the global yearly meetings of the World Economic Forum, is also a very popular ski resort in Switzerland. Recently, a poster was affixed on a ski equipment rental shop on the door, reading, "The shop," and I quote, "The shop would no longer rent gear such as sleds, skis, and snowshoes to our Jewish brothers after a series of very annoying incidents, including the theft of a sled." Close quote. The poster, incidentally written in Hebrew, was removed within 24 hours, with the store owners apologizing for a poor choice of words. Really? But only after they received massive complaints from the Jewish community that the move was purely anti-Semitic. But think about it. The store owners could have easily written a statement stating that anybody not following the rules in their rental agreement would be charged a fee. But to single out Jewish brothers, as they call them, is both anti-Semitic and, if you ask me, patronizing. How about this one? Boycott, Divestment, and Sanction, BDS movement, capitalizes on the war in Gaza. The BDS agenda continues to be heavily promoted by pro-Palestinian factions, accusing Israel of genocide in Gaza, but completely ignoring the real genocide of 1,200 people in Israel by Hamas on October 7th, 2023. In their own words, they invite anti-Semites around the world to, and I quote, "act now against these companies profiting from the genocide of the Palestinian people," close quote. This is a complete role reversal. They're accusing Israel of what Hamas is doing. Is anybody paying attention? I could continue to list all the incidents that have taken place since October 7th, 2023. But you get the idea. We the Jews, are being identified, singled out, delegitimized, and demonized. This is no different than how the stage was set in the 1930s, specifically at the time of Kristallnacht in 1938. This is not going to get better for the Jewish people. It can only get worse, but it doesn't have to be hopeless. In a world of bystanders, we can be upstanders. When we stand up against the oldest hatred, we show the Jewish people that there are still people who care and who would do just about anything to be there for their Jewish friends and neighbors. Upstanders are going to become a small minority in a sea of bystanders. True, there is power in numbers, but even if we feel isolated or alone in this fight, we must keep fighting on behalf of our Jewish friends. We are fighting a spiritual battle against no other person but Satan and his demons, who wants to destroy the Jews so that they will not be the voice crying to God and saying, Baruch haba b'Shem Adonai, blessed is you, comes in the name of the Lord, at the end of the time of Jacob's trouble, the Great Tribulation. As we can read about in Zechariah 12:10, Zechariah 13:8 and 9, and Matthew 23:37 through 39. Satan is on his final rampage to destroy the Jews and prevent the return of Yeshua. This is prophetic. He did not succeed in preventing the first coming of the Messiah when he offered himself as a sacrificial lamb for Israel and the rest of the world, the Messiah that is. And he will not succeed in preventing his return to inaugurate the millennial kingdom and reign on the throne of King David from Jerusalem. Satan will not succeed. But Satan always causes casualties, and right now he's trying to turn the world against the Jews by leading various people to identify and single out Jewish people in various communities around the world. The battle is a spiritual one, but when we are on the side of Israel and we love the Jewish people, we are on God's side. Where else would you rather be? Well, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Be blessed. And remember to visit our website at shalominmessiah.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Shalom.